All right, I've got a very small report tonight. I have to be careful. This will be the second month in a row that I've had a short report, so y'all get used to it and you won't know how to act when it comes back around.
That's right.
A couple things tonight. We talked last month about the fact that the warehouse over at the old rubber plant had been, services over there had been suspended by Garden Trucking. And if you'll remember, I told you that the gentleman that I talked to from Garden Trucking said that he thought they would be back by summer. Well, they're back now. That didn't last but about 15 days. And they came in and renewed their business license, and they're back hauling, I'm assuming, paper in that. And going along that lines, if you'll remember a few years back, when they were putting the gas pipeline in coming across the Fork Farm over here, they had their office trailers and storage yard located in the parking lot at the warehouse over on the Tannery Road. And they put those back in there now. They're going to be there about, they said about 90 days, didn't they, Wendy?
Yes, sir.
Something like that. So that's what's going on over there. If you see them, you'll know why they're there. They moved them in earlier this week, but they won't be there long. The winter flags, I'll be happy to get those down this winter and move on to springtime flags, and that's scheduled to be done on March the 8th. We'll switch those over to the spring flags and get that behind us for the season. And then that brings me to the next and last thing that I've got tonight, because everything else is covered under old business. As springtime's coming, March is usually the beginning of trying to get ready for the summer and springtime. Town crew's going to be working on getting all their equipment serviced and ready to go for summer the next week or so, a couple weeks. Right now we're chasing water leaks, and that takes priority over everything. You know, the same process will be followed this summer as always. Try to maintain the grass, keep the alleyways trimmed back, everything maintained as best they can. It's just a couple of them working. So if you see something that needs to be done, don't wait till it gets out of hand. Bring it to Wendy, bring it to me, tell one of them, and that way they can deal with it right then and there and get it taken care of. And in years past, we didn't do this last year because right about this time is when all of the COVID hit and everything started shutting down and changes were made and people became kind of quarantined and shut in their homes and what have you. But we've always had a spring cleanup month, and that would be where we would set the dump trailer, and this year we actually have the dump trailer and the dump truck. We could set those in different locations in town, and anybody that had things they wanted to get rid of, refuse, yard waste, anything but tires and appliances could be put in those, and we would haul those off at no charge. So I'd like to propose that April would be the cleanup month for Iron Gate. That's kind of traditionally what it's been, and in years past, if you'll remember, it's been so well received and so well utilized that we've actually had to extend it into a couple weeks in May so people could get all their stuff in. So we'll come up with a schedule of where the vehicles are going to be, and it'll be a different spot each weekend. And Wendy, you'll post that out on the Facebook page and get that information out there. And it's a good opportunity, you know, that way you don't have to take it far, just put it on the truck. We haul it away, no charge involved in that whatsoever. And that's one thing that kind of helps us, you know. And the one thing I've heard consistently over the last couple of years is going into the springtime and summertime is people say, we noticed that Iron Gate's cleaned up. We've noticed that Iron Gate's cleaning up. They've cleaned up on the main road, they're cleaning up on the side streets. So people notice when you do that. and it helps everybody. It helps the community, it helps your neighbors, it makes a better presentation for the town. So, I mean, I feel really good about that, and I think that we need to continue that. Any comments, questions, concerns that y'all might have with any of that? Anybody? Y'all are okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, like I said, if you see something that needs attention, and we'll talk about this every month now, probably through fall. But if you see something that needs attention, let us know. Okay. And that's actually all I have for my report. It's kind of a quiet time, except for the fact that every possible free minute that we have is occupied with water. We're focused on water, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in just a few minutes.